Another topic that caught my eye this week was the National Education Union saying that schools should teach social justice and black history across the whole UK national curriculum. In doing so, they say it would stop incidents like the one with Child Q, the black schoolgirl who was wrongly strip searched earlier this year, from happening again. So do we need a more diverse curriculum? Here to discuss this issue, I'm joined by social policy analyst Dr. Rakib Ehsan and Elliot Reid, the founder of blackhistory.school. Rakib, thank you for your company. Do we need a more diverse curriculum? Is this going to stop incidents like Child Q, for example, from actually happening?
I think that in modern day Britain, it's very important that our schools act as intergroup hubs of cultural exchange. I think that is very important. But ultimately, when it comes to British education, I want to see more of a focus on hard skills. I think that our maths, literacy, and all the rest of it, I think we need to focus on improving those standards. Now, of course, you want schools to be hubs of inclusive learning, and you want students to be able to develop their knowledge in a safe manner. My issue is more that I don't want what I would consider to be contested theories to be presented as fact in our classrooms. And we have seen politicians suggest that is taking place in schools within England in particular. So I think that the discussion is, how do we create schools which ultimately helped pupils from different backgrounds develop those bonds of social trust and mutual respect without presenting theories as fact, which could potentially be divisive within those schools.
Elliot, you've heard what Rakib had to say there. In my view, right, there should be no such thing as LGBT history, black history or women's history on the curriculum. To me, and I'm sure to many viewers watching, there is one thing and one thing only, and that's British and world history, right? That's there for all of us, no matter what our skin colour or sexuality, and we should teach that, should we not?
I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding of the argument of what's being put forward. As you said, black history is British history. When we look at the ethnic makeup of the UK, 75% of those ethnic minorities are from the descendants of British subjects. Now, I've done a little bit of my own research and I've looked at the past papers that have been presented by AQA and Edexcel, and despite the national curriculum stating that it is important to understand the individuals and the makeup of individuals who have created life in Britain as we know it, despite them saying it's important to teach that, there's absolutely no concrete matter in teaching children as to how the descendants of British subjects have created Britain as we know it today. And that's an issue, because when it comes to children's psychology, it's been documented ever since the early psychologists such as Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, Joseph Campbell, that children or people need a hero story to step into. They need to be able to see the reflection of themselves in the development of society. It's very, very difficult to talk about an empire which ruled 25% of the Earth's people and not mention India, Jamaica, Hong Kong, the Americas to another degree. It's children are being robbed of a much better education which explores economic contributions, ethical, moral contributions which have created Britain as we know it today. So yes, 100% black history should be taught.